Welcome to this video demonstration of how the control module integrates seamlessly with batch records in the InstantGMP Laboratory Information Management System. Let's start with the specifications for a finished good. When we pick the product specification and go to the Test tab, we will see the list of tests, methods, and acceptance limits that are required for quality control testing. We can then go to the MTPs tab that shows the list of master test protocols that can be used with the corresponding tests. If any MTPs are missing, these can be added directly. Only MTPs that match the test and method combinations will appear in this selection list. Next we can go to the master production records. In InstantGMP, each MPR can include an MTPs tab that shows the master test protocols. When the Add MTP button is clicked, all the master test protocols from the specification are shown. Here you can select the master test protocols that are needed in this master production record. If other tests are needed, they can be added by clicking the New MTP button. All of the selected MTPs will be inherited when a batch production record is generated from this MPR. MTPs can be deleted until the master record is locked. When a batch production record is generated from a master record, it automatically inherits the test and methods from the master production record, and these will be shown on the MTPs tab. There is a QC tests tab that is empty initially. Back on the MTPs tab, there is a button to register a sample. You first select a test and then click the Register Sample button to indicate that a sample has been taken for that test. Now the test will appear on the QC Tests tab. If more than one result is needed in a test, there will be a row for each required result. The sample status will show as registered. If additional tests are needed, you can click the Add MTP button on the MTPs tab. Each of the registered samples will appear in the check-in sample screen, which alerts the QC laboratory that a sample is coming. When the sample arrives, the analyst can select the sample ID and then enter information about this sample, such as the sample quantity and unit, or any comments or internal lot number. They can then pick a bin to show where it will be located and then sign and confirm. At this point the sample disappears from the check-in sample screen and appears in the sample register, where is now matched up with the ATP that will be used to test the sample. The analyst can click on the ATP hyperlink to access the active test protocol. They can click the Update button to go to the screen where they can issue the ATP. This allows the system to check if a sample is available for this procedure. If all is okay, the analyst can then look to see if any materials are needed and to see what equipment will be used. They can then go to the Instructions tab to start the testing procedure. If an instruction contains images, each one can be clicked to show an enlarged view. Selections can be set up as drop-downs to facilitate easier data recording by analysts. The test result can be indicated as pass or fail. If descriptions are needed, text can be typed into a pre-configured field. When a number is needed as a result, it can be entered into pre-configured numeric fields. When an analytical test procedure is completed and reviewed, the test results will appear in the QC Tests tab along with a green, yellow, or red status checkmark to indicate if the sample passed or failed its test. At the same time that the results are completed in an active test protocol, the corresponding test will be updated in the batch production record to show the latest data in real time. The system ensures that test data stays synchronized across your manufacturing records and inventory items. It's time to generate a certificate of analysis. Click Print COA. With this integration, InstantGMP connects specifications, test protocols, batch records, and inventory into one completely traceable system. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your commitment to GMP compliance.